It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Commanders and the Vikings on Sunday night.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as he's across midfield to the 48. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
44 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's first and goal.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Addison will go in motion left. Third and goal, McCarthy.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in today.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 29, here's second down and 7. To throw is Daniels.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Deontay Hardy back deep.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Vikings offense and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions. to this point of the year. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
3rd and 4. Here's Locke to throw. That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Locke off of play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 72 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Here's Daniels. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington! Rondale Moore, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half, as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Locke. He's got the hook up to Hopkins. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
An inside give to Jones.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the air goes Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now Daniels.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Daniels looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? It keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a catch made by Hopkins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Locke.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Deron Payne, the big deep tackle there to make the stop.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They look to throw. It's Locke. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense set to take over again.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, you can see and feel the disappointment on that one because guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
On the return, Hardy. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Block now to throw.
Level to the right side and incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To throw at his lock. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Lock going to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Again, they'll throw with Lock.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Lock working out of the gun.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And he works his way. Down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this 1st half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach in our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the Saints who come away with the victory at home. Kendre Miller, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Trey Benson, a touchdown run in the victory. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now out comes this offense led by the quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond as you take a look at... in rushing touchdowns by a QB. You'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
The give is to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Benjamin St-Juste.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Washington offense heading out. So that's... this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the... You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they go play action. Daniels.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And this was a nice example of it. Scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it well got him not just space, but plenty of room to run to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up...
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. To throw is Daniels. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A miss. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And did he get the feed down? Yes, touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary because another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And now Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Vikings offense and Drew Lock headed back onto the field. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
First down at the 45-yard line.
They'll give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Locke to throw. This one swung out here to Jones.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're well balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here's Daniels.
Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there. but it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. Play action. Now it's locked. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Odafe Oweh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, first down there on a pickup of 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And able to get this to the 31.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They run the draw here with Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will... to that point, and right now it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively they had the bye last week, defensively did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And it's caught.
And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Locke.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And that's caught. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up. In the fourth quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. To the air goes Daniels. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. McCole Hardman.
Touchdown, Washington.
McCole Hardman.
93 yards.
yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Second and a couple. Shotgun snap to Locke. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. Complete to Addison on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Block now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Locke looks to throw it again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 46. Locke going to throw.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw it is Locke.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke, throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Robinson.
And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Hardy set to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Lock.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Washington ready to try again on offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
2nd and 11. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he'll go down at the 28.
He was brought down by Jimmy Ward. A gain of 5.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Commanders,
they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.